Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Daily Word with Jill, affectionately also called the Not So Daily Word with Jill. But I'm getting back to a normal routine, and so hopefully it will be daily for the most part. So anyway, little commercial for my sister. I'm sporting her awesome jewelry. She makes beautiful jewelry, and it goes really good with this shirt. And so let me know if you want more information. She makes these and brooches. So, okay. Anyway, back to our daily programming. Oh, someone's at the door. All right. See you guys in a little bit.
Hey, everybody.
Hey everyone, look who is at the door. This is Diana, the one that's never showing her face in the videos. So now you know what she looks like. Isn't she beautiful?
No.
Yes.
And I have no
Thank
makeup
you,
on
Jill.
or hairbrush.
Look at my hair and my makeup. I'm not wearing makeup. Okay, anyway, hi everyone. I'll be right back. Okay. I feel like we're in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood where it's like, oh, someone's at the door today. Anyway, I think the phone is moving. It is moving. Okay, if I don't touch the table, it won't move. So, hi, Kitty. Hi. She always wants to hang out when we're doing Bible study. You want to come here and say hi to everybody? Come on up. Come on. Yeah? Oh. I already gave you food. I guess she thinks I'm on the phone, so she wants to come snuggle. Hold on. Pause. Hold, please. All right. Hopefully we'll get this Bible study done today. If you hear a little eating in the background, that's the kitty. She just needs me to encourage her. It's okay. Go ahead, eat your food. So you might hear the cutest little biting you'll ever hear in your life. So, okay. Fixing the hair. Okay, I should do this all before Bible study, but, I did, but I had to do it again. Okay, that one's, okay, well, whatever, you guys, whatever, you don't care what my hair looks like. Okay, so, okay, we're going to get into the Bible study. I'm so sorry, everybody who's, like, really wanting to learn and stuff. And okay, so last I actually did the one we're going to do today last week or the week before, and I accidentally deleted the video. I am perturbed at myself for that because it was an awesome video, but I'm thinking, okay, the Lord didn't want that one to go out on the internet apparently. So I'm going to do it again today, and I'm hoping that, well, I know the Lord will restore everything the locusts have eaten. So we're going to pick back up where we left off. So last time, before that, we went over John chapter 10, 31 through 42. So I'll real quick recap. John chapter 10, 31 through 42. What? Oh, that was the whole chapter 10, or the end of chapter 10. So, 31. Okay, so the Jews were going to stone Jesus for calling himself equal to God. And then Jesus says in the Old Testament that the Old Testament says, aren't you gods? And that's a whole other study, and we put that's on last time's. And then Jesus says, if I don't, in verse 37, chapter 10, if I do not perform my Father's works, do not believe me. But if I perform them, even if you do not believe me, believe the works, so that you may realize and understand that the Father is in me and I am in the Father. And verse 39, they tried again to arrest him, but he escaped from their power. And then he went back across the Jordan. Many came to him, and many there began to believe in him. So we're going to pick up at chapter 11 now. Excuse me. Okay, chapter 11. This is a very famous chapter. People who don't even go to church know about this chapter. It's the raising of Lazarus. And this is such a powerful passage, and I'm sure I will not get through the whole chapter, but it's just so amazing. And so I guess let's start. Oh, I need to pray. Lord, thank you for this day and this special Bible study that we have together on the internet, and that we have some fun. And Lord, I ask you to guide it and guide me. Open our ears, our hearts, our minds. Something hot, the top is popping. Diana brought me the most awesome vegetable soup that she handmade. Thank you, Diana. Anyway. You guys. Okay, I'm so sorry I interrupted praying. Anyway, Lord, thank you, and pray guide us and help me focus and let the rest of this study go smoothly, and that you would be glorified and people would come to know you and that you are God through this Bible study, and that you would use it to bless them and multiply their lives. We ask in your name, Jesus. Amen. All right. Verse 1, chapter 11. Now a man was ill, Lazarus from Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. Mary was the one who had anointed the Lord with perfumed oil and had dried his feet with her hair. And that's a whole nother Bible study right there too, but another awesome Bible study. Just goes to show that even when your family's all cracked up, God restores and brings life. And just kind of like CPR, he does CPR and brings us back to life. My mom had actually been physically dead, but my cousin did CPR and brought her back to life. So thank you, Ashley, for doing that and keeping my mom here with us for a little while longer. So, all right. So that's what God does for us. He does CPR and he breathes life back into us. When we thought there was no life left, he breathes it into us. Okay. The last part of verse 2. It was her brother Lazarus who was ill. So the sisters sent word to him saying, Master, the one you love is ill. When Jesus heard this, he said, this illness is not going to end in death, but is for the glory of God, that the Son of God may be glorified through it. So I'm going to look at my little note there on the verse, the word death, that is in verse 4. Not to end in death. This is misunderstood by the disciples as referring to physical death, but it is meant as spiritual death. So it's not going to end in spiritual death. Okay. Verse 5. Now Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that he was ill, he remained for 2 days in the place where he was. Then after this, he said to the disciples, let us go back to Judea. disciples said to him, Rabbi, the Jews were just trying to stone you, and you want to go back there? Jesus answered, Are there not 12 hours in a day? If one walks during the day, he does not stumble, but because he sees the light of this world. But if one walks at night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him. I'm going to look at the verse there, because I'm sure the disciples are like, what is he talking about? We're talking about the Jews were trying to stone you. Oh yeah, but we can walk during the day when it's light. They're still trying to stone you. But anyway, so the verse, the light is not in him. The ancients apparently did not grasp clearly the entry of light through the eye. They seem to have thought of it as being in the eye. Okay, so that's kind of like off the beaten path, but so verse 10, okay, so verse 11, he said this and then told them, our friend Lazarus is asleep, but I am going to awaken him. So the disciples said to him, Master, if he's asleep, he will be saved. But Jesus was talking about his death, while they thought that he meant ordinary sleep. So then Jesus said to them clearly, Lazarus has died, and I am glad for you that I was not there, that you may believe. Let us go to him. So Thomas, called Didymus, and I'm going to look at the note on that. Didymus is the Greek word for twin. Thomas is derived from the Aramaic word for twin. In an ancient Syriac version and in the Gospel of Thomas, which I guess is real, I thought it was something made up in the recent times, but apparently there is a documented Gospel of Thomas, AD 11 and 12. His given name, Judas, is supplied, so I didn't know that. Okay, so I guess Didymus was a kind of like a loving name that people had for him. So Thomas, called Didymus, said to his fellow disciples, let us also go to die with him, because they were sure that the Jews were going to kill them as soon as they walked back into town. So that is huge faith. You know, Thomas got a whole lot of flack for saying, I will not believe until I put my hands into the holes where the nails were and into his side where the spear was. But, and they call him Doubting Thomas, but I wouldn't call him doubting. I would call him, he wants to know that this is the real Jesus and not an imposter. He's saying, okay, I'm getting a phone call. I don't know if it's still recording. Let me pause.